It's led by Commissioner Brown. Oh, there's Commissioner Boyce.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. I apologize. Had a little bit of a family emergency I was dealing with, so
I get
apologize
that.
for that. It's been a very crazy morning. All right, so where are we?
Just beginning.
Okay. Did we do the?
No.
We just
okay.
did the pledge.
Okay,
We
so-
just did the pledge.
Okay, so regarding a public hearing regarding the resolution authorizing an additional $5 motor vehicle license fee for Franklin County pursuant to 4504.24 of the Ohio Revised Code. We do have several speaker slips, all in favor, I believe, looks like. And so I will take them as they were timestamped, received in order. And the first speaker we have is John Fleshman.
Good
Do we
morning,
need to, I'm
Commissioners.
sorry, do we need to read the resolution or now? Or
It's a open public hearing.
so this is the open public hearing as it stands.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is John Fleshman. I'm trustee for Franklin Township. I'd like to talk with you this morning in regards to the permissible tax that is being asked for. As a trustee for Franklin Township, I've seen firsthand what neglect from past administrations have done to our township by putting off road repairs due to lack of funds. We are now hard at work trying to play catch-up. Just last year, with the help of the county engineer's office, we were able to replace a bridge on Big Run Road. At that time, we found more work that needed immediate attention, or it potentially could cost the township substantially more if attention were not given soon. We did move forward with the county engineer's recommendation and are happy with the end result. I'm here today to ask for your passing of the $5 permissible tax. This will ensure the residents of Franklin County a safe and secure roadway and bridges into the unforeseen future. Permissible fees already enacted by 5 other counties, we would become the 6th county if passed. We need to be competitive in today's world when it comes to attracting new businesses and seeing residential development. It is crucial to be more prudent than replacement after failure. The condition of our roads and infrastructures will be a determining factor for the success made when competing. I'd much rather pay a $5 a year permissible fee than to see gasoline tax go up on every gallon of fuel that I pump. If the road tax were to go up, it would be divided up by 88 counties, so it wouldn't just be our county. A lot of people are saying, why don't they just raise that tax? I'd much rather pay my $5 because I go through a lot of gallon of fuel a year. All the $5 permissible tax would stay in Franklin County. The passing of the $5 permissible fee would provide approximately $5.6 million annually for Franklin County roadways. This would ensure a safe and smooth ride ahead for years to come. And then, Commissioners, if I may, one other thing, usually every time I come to a meeting, as I'm taking the elevator, there's usually a layover on the 16th floor. And I can't help but think if, on the way up today, if the 16th floor only received $5 a year from, say, each employee or each person in the building, would the 16th floor still be the 16th floor? $5 is such a minimal price to ask, and it's a set fee. And I'm sure if you paid $5 a year and then have a cup of coffee every year, that would be a great deal. So I thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions for the witness or comments? No? All right. Thank you so much. Our next speaker is Health Commissioner Joe Mazzola.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, President Boyce, Commissioners O'Grady and Brown. It's my pleasure to be here with you this morning and speak in support of the Franklin County Engineers Office permissive $5 user fee proposal for those who own registered vehicles in Franklin County. Adequate resources are necessary to keep up with maintenance schedules and replacement costs for our roadway infrastructure. Maintaining this critical infrastructure is not only important to attract commercial and residential development, it's also a way to improve public health. Currently, Franklin County Public Health works closely with our engineer's office in many ways. We do that through our Franklin County Stormwater Partnership. Initiated in 2003, the partnership coordinates programs related to drainage management, water quality management, and stormwater regulation compliance. As part of that effort, we appreciate the funding from the Board of Commissioners and the Engineer's Office to meet the NPDES requirements. Our most recent community health assessment completed last year identified the leading causes of death in Franklin County as cancer, heart disease, stroke, and unintentional injuries. So in addition to sanitation and water quality, research indicates an opportunity to work more closely with the Engineer's Office to address the disease burden in our community. For example, we can promote physical activity by locating and designing public facilities to encourage safe pedestrian access, adequate sidewalks, bicycle paths, and streetscaping. This type of active transportation and other strategies are found in a Complete Streets Toolkit, which we will be including in our Community Health Improvement Plan to be released next month. So in closing, our ability to maintain and transform our infrastructure can have a significant impact to improve public health. These additional funds provide an opportunity to increase our commitment to create and promote a healthier and safer built environment, and we are pleased to support this permissive fee proposal and look forward to our continued partnership with the Engineer's Office to improve public health in Franklin County. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Are there any questions for the witness? Thank you, sir. Our next speaker is Andy Warnock. And again, if you could please state your name and if you represent anyone for the record. And I should have done this at the outset, and I didn't. Just quickly, the rules are we allow each speaker to speak for a limit of 3 minutes. We ask that each speaker keep their remarks related to the $5 permissible motor vehicle license fee, that topic. And we ask for the speakers not contain any obscenity, commercial advertising, defamation, slander, so forth and so on. Obviously around orderly conduct within these meetings. And then finally, permission to speak may be denied or terminated if the remarks appear disrespectful or antagonistic. And so you have the floor, sir.
Thanks. Andy Warnock, resident of Hilliard, Ohio. To your point, I am here to talk about the permissive motor vehicle fee, but give me 60 seconds to get there. In 2015, we built a home in Hilliard, have had some significant issues with regards to water damage to our basement. Reached out to the engineer's office under the assumption that there were some drain tiles in the old farmer's field that were not capped appropriately and hence causing the flooding in our basement. We had 3 floods in a matter of 2 years. What I really appreciated about that interaction was that this office is an office of action. They listen to their constituents and they use our tax dollars appropriately. You know, when I reached out, I heard back within the same day. They held the builder accountable. There was excavation equipment on site within a couple of months. So as it comes to, asking for additional revenues generated from our pockets, the constituents, the taxpayers, I think it's important for everyone to hear, particularly you commissioners, that we appreciate this office and what they're doing, and that when we ask, they move. And I'm very supportive of $5 out of my pocket, my wife's pocket, my family's pocket, to support the work that they're doing, because I'm confident that the work they're going to do is going to be prudent and use our dollars resourcefully.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks, Andy.
Our next speaker is Skip Weiler.
Hello,
Good
thank
morning.
you. Thanks. I'm Skip Weiler, Robert Weiler Jr., and I'm here to speak in favor of the $5 charge to keep the roads and the bridges in good conditions. Columbus is a great town for multiple reasons. One of them is our infrastructure, and so it's vital to keep it strong. And in order to keep my industry, which is real estate, strong, as well as really the whole city, it's important to keep the roads in great shape and the network in shape. So to me, it's a minimal fee. To me, it's $5 is easy. Nobody's going to complain. It's an easy way to do it and a great way to keep our city great. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for the witness? No. Thank you, sir. Our final speaker is Dwight, looks like Bowner? Booker? Booker. Okay, well, man, I wouldn't have guessed that one right at all.
That's all right. I've been dealing with it a lot of years, so It is Bucher, like you're going to scare someone. So, good morning, Commissioners. Again, my name is Dwight Bucher, and I appreciate the opportunity to visit with you this morning about the $5 permissive fee. Thank you for allowing me to take the time to do this. I am an elected trustee for the Franklin County Farm Bureau, currently serving as the Public Policy Chairman. As I'm sure you know, Farm Bureau is a member organization representing over 15,000 members in Franklin County. Our 12-member board is elected by the members to represent and advocate for our organization's mission. Upon learning of County Engineer Cornell Robinson's proposal, our board discussed the urgent need and decided to endorse Franklin County Commissioners' immediate approval of the proposed $5 permission fee. Most importantly, this proposal is critical to maintaining our roadway infrastructure, which improves safety and quality of life for all residents. Additionally, this fee will ensure that Franklin County remains an active destination for business and families looking to move into the county. From an agricultural standpoint, maintaining and improving infrastructure is a vital component to our industry. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, there's over 60,000 acres in this county currently producing over $48 million worth of marketable value. Agriculture depends on a reliable infrastructure to transport these commodities to market, as well as move large equipment from farm to farm. We believe the County Engineer's Office does an outstanding job in providing timely services to the residents of Franklin County. This fee will ensure that they continue to have the resources they need to effectively negotiate further challenges, both for agriculture and the communities they serve. A couple points I might want to make is that revenue streams to maintain roadways are flat, the state and federal. I think we all understand what is happening here with actually automobiles that are consuming less fuel, generates less funds for this purpose. Gas taxes have not been raised, and I understand what we're saying. Let's keep this thing local with the $5 fee staying in Franklin County. The one point that we would like to really look at is the fact that Franklin County maintains 357 bridges. 9 are rated poor, 38 are rated fair, 48 are over 100 years old, and 109 are over 75 years old. With the weather we've had the last couple of winters, our roads are in horrible condition. And I think every one of us can understand flat tires and accidents caused by poor roads, and we need immediate attention. In our situation, we alluded here to a problem out on the farm with a wet basement. Ditch and drainage conditions need immediate attention. The $5 permissive fee can be enacted today by the Commissioners. We want to thank you for your time this morning, and again, Franklin County Farm Bureau stands in support of this proposal. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions for witness? No. Thank you.
We'll see you at the fair this summer.
Are there anyone else? Is there anyone else in the audience that wishes to speak today with regard to the $5 permissible fee? No. All right. Thank you. If none, if there are no further comments from my colleagues or questions, at this time I'd like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the next resolution to the record.
Commissioner, I would just ask you to just remove it from the table. And
Oh, okay. That's okay. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second,
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 273-18 has been removed from the table. Resolution number 273-18, resolution authorizing an additional $5 motor vehicle license fee for Franklin County, Ohio, pursuant to 4504.24 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Cornell Robertson, Franklin County Engineer. With me today,
Carla Marable.
Commissioners, we spoke about this resolution last week, and I gave a presentation. I have that same presentation or one that has been slightly abbreviated with fewer animations if you'd like to see that version. Or if you would just like to move to questions, I'm happy to proceed with however you would like to go.
I don't know. I had asked what the will of the body is. I'd say I'm comfortable with moving forward. I think that we've had a number of hearings, both in this chamber as well as publicly, and I feel confident that we've presented the opportunity for the public to weigh in and to hear more about this fee. And so I'd be comfortable, but I'm also open to hearing another overview if you all feel there's a need for that.
I'm okay with that. Cornell, I would like to just ask, have you had anybody come forward in other avenues that has not been in favor? And if so, what has been the reason for that?
Well, again, we've had a total of 6 public meetings,
Mhm.
including 2 that we held at our west outpost, 1 at our east outpost. The commissioner briefing meetings are public,
Right.
and
Correct.
I don't think we had any opposition at either of those 2. Did not have at either the ones hosted by the county engineer's office, and we did not have any last week.
Plus, this
After
has been, this has been in the newspaper,
Right.
the radio,
It
and
has.
television.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
it
Covered on
has,
television.
and you've not gotten calls and letters and emails.
No, we've seen some things on Facebook, but I
Mhm.
think that may be common.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Then I'm fine moving for passage of resolution, tabled resolution 27318.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Table resolution number 273-18 has been adopted.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
and happy birthday
Well,
to you.
I appreciate that as well. It's going to be a good birthday. I can feel it.
Well, and this goes to safety and health. And, I appreciated our public health director talking about the health of what we're doing here in allowing those funds to be used.
Yes.
So thank you for bringing this forward.
You're welcome.
And I would just add too, thank you as well. I mean, you never take raising a fee, no matter how small or large it is, lightly. And I really believe that your office has done a very good job to not only provide for the opportunity to take input, but being prepared to react to that input and being open-minded about it. I felt that you and your folks have been that way and sincere about it. And, I really appreciate how you've handled getting feedback. So thank you. Good work.
Quite welcome.
Good work.
Thank you.
Our next, domestic relations.
Resolution number 293-18. Resolution authorizing various contracts for attendance services with Columbus and Whitehall City Schools in the amount of $56,416.
Good morning, Commissioners. Barb Reeves, Deputy Director. With me this morning is Julie Trox, Deputy Director of Programs. This resolution is requesting the approval of a contract with Columbus and Whitehall City Schools to provide truancy services to youth and families to reduce school truancies. The districts will reimburse the court for 50% of the salaries for the individuals. Columbus will pay for 3 truancy officers, and Whitehall will pay for 1. And I'll turn it over to Julie. She can tell you a little bit about the program.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Basically, an overview of our program is the Truancy Intervention and Prevention Program reduces formal court filings related to truancy by partnering with local school districts to address attendance barriers by providing resources and services to youth and families in Franklin County. Just a little bit of an overview of what we've done so far. We have actually served 1,131 youth and families since we have started this program. So for the past 5-month period from November the 1st of 2017 to March 31st of 2018, again, it's over 1,000 youth and families that we've been able to serve with this program.
I'll move approval of 29318. And do you have plans to expand to other school
Yes, we do.
districts?
Yes, we do.
Great.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 293-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 294-18. Resolution authorizing an amendment to various contracts for attendance services in local school districts, a decrease of $84,636 for a total amount of $84,624.
This resolution is requesting amendments to 5 contracts that we had with local school districts that were approved back in February. However, due to a clerical error, the dollar amount on the contracts were incorrect. Pending any questions, the court requests the approval of this resolution.
Move for passage of 294-18.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 294-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 295-18, resolution authorizing a non-general fund supplemental appropriation related to the Addiction Treatment Program Grant Award.
This resolution is requesting a supplemental appropriation in the amount of $7,282 to spend funds the court received from Adam H. for the Addiction Treatment Program Grant Award. The court will utilize these funds for the Recovery Court Program to purchase incentives and bus passes for the participants. Additionally, the funds will be used for staff to attend a drug treatment conference in Texas. Pending any questions, the court requests the approval of this resolution.
Move for passage of 295-18.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 295-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Economic Development and Planning.
Resolution number 296-18, review of petition to annex 1 acre from Jackson Township to the City of Grove City, case number ANX-07-18.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jenny Snap, Assistant Director, Economic Development and Planning. This resolution is to consider an expedited Type 2 annexation petition of 1 acre from Jackson Township to the City of Grove City. The area to be annexed includes property located at 4175 Casa Boulevard, that's south of Casa, east of Harrisburg Pike, west of Hahn, and north of Orders Road. The petition was filed by agent and attorney Casey Wall on behalf of the property owner Christopher A. Graham and Susanna E. Graham. 28% of the site's perimeter is contiguous to Grove City, and the city passed resolution number CR-15-18 on March 20th, 2018, indicating the services that will be provided once the annexation is approved and a statement regarding incompatible land uses and zoning buffer. Petition meets all statutory requirements outlined in Section 709.021 of the Ohio Revised Code, and pending any questions, we request your approval.
I will move for approval of Resolution 296-18.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 296-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Community Partnerships.
Resolution number 297-18, resolution authorizing a collaboration agreement with Homeport to support the analysis and identification of unmet health care and social service needs in order to improve the affordable housing options offered to their tenants in the amount of $50,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dana McCrary, Community Partnerships Coordinator. Our first resolution is with a new community partner, Homeport, and they seek funding to do research to really identify the unmet health and social service needs of their residents, and they're particularly focusing on new Americans, low-income seniors, and youth. So pending any questions, I would request approval of this resolution.
Move for approval of 297-18.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 297-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 298-18, resolution authorizing a 1-year contract with the Lincoln Theater Association to promote increased access to arts experiences for Franklin County residents in the amount of $50,000.
Commissioners, this resolution will really promote increased access to the arts through the Lincoln Theater, and these efforts will include special training and development for emerging artists. In addition, summer camp experiences for children to really learn what goes on, not just in front of the curtain, but behind the curtain. Various community discussions and things of that nature. So pending any questions, I would request approval of this resolution.
I'll move for approval of 298-18.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 298-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 299-18, Resolution authorizing a one-year contract with Nationwide Children's Hospital to provide mental health and suicide prevention services in select Franklin County public schools and clinics in the amount of $450,000.
Commissioners, this resolution really supports the critical work that Nationwide Children's Hospital is doing regarding meeting the needs of youth who are struggling with mental health diagnoses. In fact, many of the youth who are suffering with depression and various mental illnesses have not had a diagnosis, and they don't seek care until there is some type of a crisis. So this resolution would strengthen Nationwide Children's Hospital's efforts to provide customized services in various public schools. So this would not be a one-size-fits-all approach. The school district would really essentially say down to the building level, we want counselors here, or in this building we would rather have training for our teachers. So that is really critical work, and they're also looking at embedding in their clinics throughout Franklin County mental health counseling and diagnostic services and things like that. So pending any questions, I would request approval of this resolution.
Move for passage of 299-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 299-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 300-18, resolution authorizing a one-year contract with Ohio Alliance for Arts Education to provide high-quality arts education to at-risk children in various Franklin County school and community locations in the amount of $300,000.
Commissioners, this resolution provides access to high-poverty schools for increased arts experiences in settlement houses. So this is obviously not the first year of this partnership. We have been fortunate to work with the Ohio Alliance for Arts Education for a number of years, and I'm very pleased this morning that we have Tim Katz with us. Tim is going to really share some information with us about why the arts are critical, not just in low-income schools, which is the focus of this resolution, but for children everywhere.
Good morning.
Commissioners. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to just make a brief statement about what this support does. I'm Tim Katz. I'm the Executive Director of the Ohio Alliance for Arts Education. Franklin County's Community Partnership Program supports our out-of-school time and in-school time year-round arts programs, Artists in Schools and Art in the House, which take place at multiple sites, and help support our partner, the Transit Arts Program, which is a program of Central Community House. The Ohio Alliance for Arts Education is a not-for-profit whose mission is to ensure that the arts are integral to the education of all Ohioans. And one of our most cherished partnerships is our long-standing collaboration with the Franklin County Board of Commissioners in providing education services to school-age students throughout the county, and especially focusing on the neighborhoods of Columbus that face the biggest economic social challenges. Research studies describe how arts education affects people's learning, specifically in 4 critical areas: cognition, creativity, communication, and culture. And according to research, and education in the arts can reach kids who are disengaged with school, and it often provides a reason for students to stay in school. Arts education reaches people who have different learning styles. It can transform school and other community environments in ways that encourage learning. It challenges students who are bored and complacent, and it connects students and young adults with the real world of work. Arts learning provides multidisciplinary, project-based opportunities for students to develop and demonstrate what business leaders call key attributes, meaning the essential 21st century skills, including collaboration and cooperation, problem solving, design thinking, articulation and communication, leadership skills. Based on Americans for the Arts research, people who participate in the arts are 20% more likely to vote, students from low-income families are 5 times more likely to graduate from high school when they receive arts instruction. One research study in the Midwest United States found that participating in the arts, even just as a hobby, such as painting or playing ensemble music, is a better predictor for career success in any field than is IQ, standardized test scores, or grades. 90% of American adults believe that arts education is an essential part of a well-rounded education for kids from kindergarten through high school age. But 45% of those same adults believe that not everyone in their community has equal access to arts education. And other research bears that out that that's true. This partnership with Franklin County results in significantly increased access to creative learning opportunities, meaningful relationship building, and practical long-term workforce development. We hire a lot of young people to be apprentice teaching artists and apprentice arts administrators and managers. So I'm here to express our thanks to the Franklin County Board of Commissioners for supporting these community arts education programs and for all the important work you do in service to people in the county. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you're right about how arts education helps teach critical thinking and all of the other attributes that people who hire people want to have. And kids who get lost in the system of education often will relate to the arts in ways they don't to academics in the beginning. And to be able to express kids' feelings, arts education is so critically important. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Tim, thanks for being here once again. It's good to see you. The 10 years that I've been here, it's, we have, the county commissioner, Franklin County Board of Commissioners has been repeatedly supportive of the arts in a multitude of ways. And so this is just another example of our commitment to the arts community. We can't always be as supportive as we'd like, but we try, and we continue to try. And this is one of our favorites. I know this is kids that because this is one of the most impactful ways. Being able to support kids at this age, kids at the beginning, is a great way to be able to support the arts because you're starting kids out on the right foot. Showing kids an appreciation for the arts at the right age. My wife, as you know, and as most people know, my wife has been a member of the Greater Columbus Arts Council for a number of years. She's sadly off the Arts Council board for the first time because you have to roll off after a number of years. And she misses it, but she's a big believer in the arts and always has been. And so, but she has also been a big proponent of teaching our children for a love for the arts as well. And so, but when you teach kids at this age to appreciate the arts, it hopefully sets them up for a lifetime of arts appreciation, not just the education that you speak of, and then setting them up for a great a base for then their future education and the educational needs that they have, but also just for an appreciation for the arts and a lifetime of appreciation for the arts as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
And I also think one of the things that this program does that many arts programs around the community don't do is bring in a diverse array of artists, so kids get to see artists that look like them in a variety of ways, whether it's in dramatic arts or painting or photography or whatever it is. If you don't see people that look like you, you're not going to think you can do it. So this program, I know through some of the work that you do and that Jackie Calderon does with Transit Arts, is critical in that respect.
Thank you for bringing that up. I think that's so important. And we've been lucky because we've had some fantastic artists that have stuck with us for a long time. And that long-term relationship building with kids is so important.
Yeah.
And yes, you're absolutely right. That has been a priority all the programs.
Right.
It also is a good time to make the comparison. We 3 times a year we bring the athletes in here, the state champions, and we do that because we invest money in the Greater Columbus Sports Commission through Experience Columbus, and it's an economic development issue for us. We think it's important to invest in Experience Columbus for the travel and tourism dollars that we invest, and Greater Columbus Sports Commission is such a big part of that. The dollars that are the return on the investment for the dollars that they bring back into this community, and so we think it's important to bring in the state champions and the athletes, to recognize them for all the hard work that they do. But years back, Commissioner Brown and I, before Commissioner Boyce got here, we thought it was important that we also recognize the kids that are the artists and scholars, because too often we recognize the kids that are the athletes, and we forget about the kids that are the artists and scholars. Commissioner Brown has children and grandchildren that grew up as artists and scholars. I have both kids that are, and as does Commissioner Boyce, kids that are athletes, but also kids that are artists and kids that do very well and academically. And so we wanted to make sure that we were making sure that we were recognizing both. And so we bring in kids from all the school districts in Central Ohio that are recognized by their districts to make sure that we're recognizing them as well, so that the districts send down here kids that are exceptional in the areas of arts and academics as well. So it's a great program. And so
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'll move for approval of Resolution 318.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 300-18 has been adopted.
Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Dana.
Resolution number 301-18, resolution authorizing the use of a portion of the proceeds of bonds or bond anticipation notes of the county in the estimated principal amount of not to exceed $3 million to be issued for the purpose of replacing the roofing systems at the Board of Elections and Job and Family Services East Opportunity Center, and to reimburse the county's general fund for monies advanced for such purpose.
Good morning, Commissioners. Zach Telerik with the Office of Management and Budget. This resolution would allow the county to reimburse itself for any expenditures from the upcoming issuance of bonds for facility improvements for the 2 roofing projects. This is similar to the resolution that was approved last year for the elevator modernization project. Pending any questions, would ask for approval of this resolution.
So, Director, I just want to make sure I'm clear. So, are we issuing bans? Or are we issuing bonds?
The intent is to issue bonds, and working with bond counsel, they usually give us the flexibility. So, however we need to issue the upcoming debt, it's usually pretty broad in terms of the ability to go either way. But the intent is to issue bonds in the upcoming sale next.
And thus, this will be a part of our general obligation bonds, or we're not included. So we're not including it in the transaction.
It would be included in the upcoming
It's gonna
transaction.
be-
It could be,
okay.
and I think back at the end of March, we did give ourselves the flexibility to issue those as either sales tax-backed bonds along with the jail facility, or general obligation, depending on market conditions for that.
Okay.
So we could use either approach.
Correct.
Use either credits. Okay.
I'll move approval of 30118.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 301-18 has been adopted.
Next, public facilities management.
Resolution number 302-18, resolution authorizing the creation of the Facility Renovation Bond Fund and a supplemental appropriation for roofing system replacements.
Good morning, Commissioners. Darla Reardon, Director, Public Facilities Management. This request is a companion resolution to number 030118 that was just approved. This resolution authorizes the creation of the Facility Renovation Bond Fund to be used to finance the county's facility renovations. This resolution also provides a supplemental appropriation to replace the roofing systems this year at the Board of Elections and the Job and Family Services East Opportunity Center The roofs have reached their recommended life expectancy and need replaced to protect building assets and ensure continued safe operations. Pending any questions, we request your approval of this action.
Move approval of 30218, and this goes to the same thing we were talking about with roads and road improvements. The ongoing maintenance of our facilities is critically important, so, yeah, same thing.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 302-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank
Human
you.
Resources?
Resolution number 303-18, resolution authorizing the county administrator to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the Franklin County Board of Elections for Human Resources Services.
Good morning, Commissioners. Rob Young, representing Human Resources. The Franklin County Board of Elections desires to have a part-time employee to enhance internal human resources support. The Board of Commissioners will share a human resources employee with the BOE, and they will fund up to 16 hours per a week. This will be a 2-year agreement, can be extended up to 2 additional 2-year periods at the request of the BOE. This resolution will allow the county administrators to sign the memorandum of understanding. Pending any questions, request approval of the resolution.
Move approval of 30318.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 303-18 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Purchasing?
Resolution number 304-18, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $1,562,306.89.
Morning, Commissioners. Carl Cuspert, representing the Purchasing Department. The resolution before you requests your approval of 100 purchase orders. Of the total purchase orders, there are 10 purchase orders for small emerging business enterprises, which equals 10% of the purchase order volume. Their total dollar amount is $186,248, which equals 11.9% of the purchase order dollar volume. These purchase orders have been pre-certified as availability by the county auditor. If any questions, I recommend approval.
Move approval of 30418.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 304-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Board of Commissioners, once again.
Resolution number 305-18, resolution authorizing a consulting services contract with Franklin Hirsch to support the County Hospital Commission of Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $16,000.
Good morning again, Commissioners. This is the annual contract with Frank Hirsch to serve as administrative counsel for the County Hospital Commission. The contract amount is the same as last year's. Pending any question, we ask for your approval of this resolution.
Move for passage of 30518.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 305-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 306-18, resolution appointing and reappointing members to the New Americans Advisory Council for the Franklin County Board of Commissioners.
Good morning, Commissioners. Eric Janis, Deputy Administrator. This resolution would make 8 reappointments to the New Americans Advisory Council and add 2 new appointments. Those new appointments are Dr. Adhikari from the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services and Mr. Hanson from Columbus Public Library. Pending any questions, would recommend approval of the resolution.
Move approval of 30618.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 306-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any generalizations?
There are none today, Commissioner.
Thank you. That concludes our meeting for today.